Okay, so let's say your goal is to get a new job and you've been trying to get a new job and it just feels like nothing is sticking. Either you haven't been getting interviews at all, or you've been getting interviews and it's just not the right fit, and it just feels like nothing is flowing. In this video, I'm going to give you a few simple tips to get things flowing in the right direction. And they're so simple and basic that you might say, Carrie, that's crazy. That's not going to do anything. But I promise you, these few simple things will get things flowing in the right direction, and it will take less than half an hour. The first thing I want you to do is I want you to open your front door and I want you to go outside, walk about 10 steps, turn around and look at the front of your home. I want you to see, is your doorway clear? Is there a clear path to your doorway, meaning there's no shrubs or anything impeding the path? If there is, trim it back. Trim it back so that the path is clear. The other thing I want you to do is I want you to make sure that you have a nice, inviting entry. Your front door is clean and you have a doormat that fits the size of your door, and that it's inviting and clean. It shouldn't have any curse words on it. It shouldn't be, it should just be welcoming, and it should be fluffy and clean. So I want you to think about if you were going into a job interview and you had on an old, dirty, rumpled suit. You wouldn't do that. So that's kind of like your doormat is your presentation to the outside world, who you are, what's inside, what am I getting? And it also calls the energy to your door. For example, if your neighbor has an old, dirty, rumpled doormat and you have a nice, clean, inviting doormat, the energy is going to come to your door. And just think if that was two people on an interview and the first one is sitting there in a nice, clean, pressed suit and the other one's in a dirty, old, rumpled suit. Which one would you pick, right? So that's the very first thing you're going to do. Okay, so now you've taken care of outside the front door, and it's not a big project, it's a quick thing, okay? I want you to step inside the door and just look around right inside your door. There should be absolutely no clutter, and especially shoes. Do not leave shoes laying around near your front door or anywhere in your entry. Everybody's entry is different, but however your entry is, no shoes. Remove all shoes from the entryway. And that goes for other clutter, mail, keys, junk, backpacks, dropping zone, handbags, whatever it might be. No clutter at the front door. Have a place for that stuff to go. And when you come in the front door, just go straight to putting it away. Depending on who you are, it might sound like a pain, but trust me, if you're trying to get a job or your job search or job flow or anything with your career is not going right or flowing well, you want to follow this step. This is really important. And the third and final step is you want to have a greeter when you come in your front door. So the greeter would be placed wherever your eyes tend to land. So just go in and out your door and see where your eyes land. And you can either do it like all at the same time and go in and out a few times and just kind of see where your eyes land, or you can just like do this over a few days and just take notice when you come in the front door, where do your eyes land? But you want that greeter in your home wherever your eyes land. And I want you to think about it like this. Let's say, for example, you go into a doctor's office or a restaurant and there's no one there to greet you. You go to your doctor's office, there's no front desk, there's nobody there. Or you walk into a restaurant, there's no hostess, there's no one standing there, there's no sign. You have no idea what to do. Like in either case, you're mixed up, you don't know what to do, you don't know where to go. That person is called the greeter. That's the first person you see. So in the case of our home, the first thing we see is the greeter, and it sets the tone for our nervous system and how we feel when we come into our home. And it's very simple. It could be fresh flowers, it could be a potted plant, it could be a family photo, a piece of art. It doesn't have to be big. Everyone's entryway and everyone's entrance to their home is different. So it's kind of like, what do you see when you walk into your home? It might be a picture on the wall. You might have a big entryway where you have a full-size table and there you have a nice big potted plant. You've seen things like that. Some people's homes, I remember a home that I went into and it had a wide entryway, a wide and long entryway. And the first thing you saw was a beautiful saltwater fish tank that was so clean and so well kept and so beautiful. But it doesn't have to be like that. I have a small entryway in my home. So it's just what you see, what greets you when you walk into your home. And the number one most important thing about that is that you love that thing. You love that photo. You love that piece of art. You love fresh flowers. Don't let them die. But maybe having fresh flowers makes you feel good about yourself, and you think of yourself as, I'm someone who can upkeep having fresh flowers at my door whenever I walk in. It can be your heart's desire, as long as you love it, that it's well kept and you keep it clean. That's the last tip for this video. That will absolutely get the flow going in your career area. And I just want to say one quick thing about this. Years ago, my husband was wanting, he wanted a promotion and it just was not happening, and he deserved the promotion. The clients loved him. Everything was going great at work, but it just wasn't flowing. It just was not going in his direction. And we always kept a ton of shoes. Like, our kids were little and we had a wide entryway and a deep entryway, and there was a console in the back, and under that console there were just tons of shoes all the time, and it used to drive me crazy. But I just couldn't keep up with the shoes and the kids. And so very simple. It sounds so basic. I went out and I got 2 baskets. I put the shoes, 2 nice looking baskets that I liked. I put the shoes in the baskets. I kept the baskets under the console, and I told the kids the shoes go in the baskets. I'm telling you, it was less than 7 days and my husband got the promotion. I am not kidding you. I told this to my girlfriend, who always wanted my help with this stuff. I told her that happened, and it's really hard for people to believe. And I get it. But I have to tell you, it was months and months and months, and his flow was not going. And this simple little thing, I washed the floor and I put those shoes in baskets, and he got the promotion in less than 7 days. So good luck. Please let me know how it goes. I hope you choose to use these tips if you're having a struggle with job flow, career flow, anything in the work area. I promise you, I think these tips will help you. Leave a comment below and let me know how it goes. Thanks. My name's Carrie, and I hope to see you back here again real soon.